Yeah, welcome back to my class again today. Now, in the last class, we actually did name mangling and I introduced the getter method for you. But let me quickly finish this access modifier by also showing you the setter method, right? So I'm just going to clean this up. So in this class, I'm just going to show you, say, getter and setter methods, right? So getter and setter methods. I'm actually going to use these two methods to be able to um, input values into what? The protected attribute, right, of an object. And I'll also be able to use this method to pull out the values of those attributes. So let's create a class man, right? And then here I say def init, and then I'll say self, and then I'll give it another variable name, right? Then I'll come here and I'll say self dot underscore name. Then we'll assign name to it, right? We'll assign name to it. Now, now I'm going to create another method, which is def get name, and then self. In this one, I'm just going to return this. I'm going to return self dot underscore name. Then I will create another method, which is what? Def, I will say set underscore name. This one, I will have two parameters, self, comma, name. Then I will go in and I will say self dot underscore name, which is this. I will assign name to it, right? Then here I will say return. It's going to return nothing. So now I have created my class. I've created the class man, and then I've created the init method that is going to instantiate this class. So once I create an object for this class, the object will be given to self, the name of that object will be given to name, and then that name, which is the value inside the variable, will be given to this attribute of the object, and it will be stored inside the class, right? Then this get name, which is a method, is going to operate on that attribute that is hidden inside the class. So once I call this get name, that object will be supplied to self. Then it will go in and say return self.name. So it will be able to access this attribute and it will show me what is inside. So that is what this get method is for. While this set method is also going to be used to change the attribute, the value of this attribute. Now, the first time I did that change was through this init method. Now I'm going to use the set name method to also change the value of this attribute. And then I can equally now pick it out again if I want. So I have created my class. This one is to set the value of this attribute, while this one is to get the value of this attribute. Now I'm going to instantiate this class by saying object one. So object, right? And then I will say man. Now this is my class. This is my class. That is my class. So I'm instantiating the class now. Man, then I'm going to give it Adam, right? So I have instantiated my class. So what happens here? This object will be given to self. This Adam will be given to name. Then it will come in. So self.name, this dot notation is the way to access the attribute. So this underscore, double underscore name is the attribute of this object that is going to keep whatever value this name is carrying. So this name is carrying Adam. So Adam is going to be stored here. Now this is protected. If you now try to access this from outside, it will throw you an error, right? So now I create a get name method. This get name method, what is the request? What action is it going to perform? Just to give me the value of this. So when I want to access this, I won't try to access this directly because you throw me an error. I will try to access it using this get method, and then I'll go in and print it out. I can then use this set name, right, to change. So what I will simply do here is I can just come here and I will say object dot set underscore name, right? And is requesting what? So I will change it to if, right? By doing this, what I have simply done is this one was instantiating the object, right? If I try to print this value out, I will get Adam. But with this one now, I have changed this attribute because this object dot set name is going to come here and then give this object to self, and then give this if to name, and then it will go in and assign this if to what? To this self.name. Now when I try to now print this self.name out, which is calling this um, get name method, what is going to print out for me is if. So if I now come here and I say print, right, object dot get underscore name. Now, if I do this, object that get underscore name, what is it going to print? Is it going to print Adam or is it going to print if? This one will print if because I have altered it here. I have altered what was inside this place by using this set name. So what I did was what? To instantiate the object and I gave it a name, Adam. Then I use that object to access this attribute and alter the name to if. Now I'm calling this get name now to get me self.name. It's going to give me if. So if you like this class, don't forget to click on the like button. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. If you have not followed me on my Facebook page, please do so. Now let's go to PyCharm and let me demonstrate this for you so that you can see this output. Okay, so these are PyCharm. Now let's go ahead and create new, and then I will say setter. Let's call it getter setter method. So let's go getter setter dot py. Just name it that way. All right. So I'm going to type what we did was what? Class man, right? And then we came in here and say dev underscore init underscore self, and then we give it name, right? So here now I'm going to say self dot double underscore name, and then we assign name to it. So this is a protected attribute for the object. Now I am going to say dev get underscore name, and then this one is just going to come in and say return self dot underscore name, right? That's what it's going to return. All right. Then I will define another one, dev. So let me space this and then space this. Okay. Dev set name. And then this one is going to get self and also another parameter name. Then I will come in and say self dot underscore name, assign name to it. All right. Then return. Okay. Then I'm going to come here and instantiate this class. Adam, man. Then I will assign Adam to it. Okay, so I've instantiated the class by assigning Adam to it. Then I will come here, or what we did was object. What we did on the board was object, right? Then I'm going to come here and I will say object dot set underscore name function. So I'm going to call this one and I'm going to supply if to it. So that's what I've done. Now when I come here and I say print object dot get underscore name method, what is it going to print out for me? All right, so what I did here is what? I created the class and I created the init method and I assigned name to it. Then I came here and I defined get name method, which is an instance method. Then and what I'm asking it to get for me is what? This, right? Then I created another method, which is what? Set name. And I'm assigning name to what? To set name, meaning whatever name is going to be given is going to be assigned to this attribute. Then I'm instantiating the class by saying object man, Adam. That is the first one that I've given. Now I'm going to change this. Okay, so this is what I will do. Let me run this for you to see. What is it going to give me? It's going to give me if. See, it's going to give me if, not Adam. Why? Because I've changed it using this set name. I've used the set name to change whatever it is. So for you to see, now let me do this. Let me just copy this and put it here. Now I'm going to execute my script again. So this one is going to print Adam. Then I'm going to change the value of that attribute. And then I'm going to try to get it again, fetch it again. And it will give me if. So when I execute this, you see the first one gave me Adam, because I instantiated the class by giving this Adam to it, to this attribute. Now I use this set method to change that value of the attribute. And then I'm calling it again by trying to access it, and it's going to give me if. So that is what I want to show you in this class. If you like the class, don't forget to click on the like button. Give me your feedback through the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Also follow me on my Facebook page if you have not done so. So till we see you in the next class. Bye-bye.